Hi, welcome to my channel. My name's Leilani. You could also call me Lay. Today I want to do a reading romance vlog, slowly reading the Playbook series. So there's 4 books in this series, but I physically own the first book and the third book, and then the other 2 books I have either as an ebook or an audiobook. Each book follows around someone who is dating a football player. I'm not sure if the football teams are the same or not, but they're all different characters, so I could read them in whatever order. I'm already scared for this vlog because I started reading some of this. I didn't even make it to the first chapter. I'm not sure if this writing is even going to be for me, simply because of hashtags. I don't like them. I don't like hashtags at all because I could read you some stuff. So basically, let me give you a rundown of Intercepted. We follow around Marley, who is in a relationship with the football player. They've been in a relationship for like 10 years, I believe, and he hasn't made a move to make her his wife. And she's currently hanging out with all the wives of football players, and they're at like this brunch thing, and the president of whatever club they're in is not so nice and sarcastic and rude. So the president, she is pointing out that, oh, Marley is not married to her man. How sad, right? So she's being rude. And the hashtags that are being used, this is the first place. She says, I wiggle my finger in front of her the same way I did last week and the week before that and the week before that. Hashtag, he didn't put a ring on it. Sometimes I like to hashtag my life. Hashtag, cheaper than therapy. I'm not really into that. Also, it's like, is it inner dialogue when, or it's like she's talking to us, like Marley's talking to the reader. So the president says, oh, I'm so sorry. In your case, Marley, you and your boyfriend. And then Marley, inner monologue, says to the audience, see, what a bitch. I don't really like that in writing. But my goal, I think what I'm going to do, because I own these physically, I'm going to read these books first. And if I don't like it, I'm going to actually DNF this series. So this, again, is the first book. And this is the third book. So maybe it would get better. Until then, I will keep you updated on the situation. So, I am on page 142 of Intercepted, and I'm enjoying it so far. I really like the drama appeal. There's so much drama. It's just a lot of tea, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it so much. Well, yes, I'm loving it so much. The dude, her ex-boyfriend, let me just catch you up. So it's Marley. She was in this relationship with Chris for 10 years. They've known each other since they were 16. They had a semi-off and on relationship because he was a cheater. They took a break like 4 years ago. Marley had like a fling with this guy named Gavin. And she ended up going back with Chris. She stayed with him, marked 10 years. Chris is awful. Chris is an awful person. But basically, let me make sure I'm not spoiling anything. Okay, it's not. So basically, Chris cheats. And Marley's like, no, bye, I'm leaving. And basically, Chris is just shit talking horrible about Marley to her face and to other people. Gavin is like, I'm not having it. Not today, not in this house. And there's just a lot of things that are happening. I'm getting so irritated with the character Chris that I have to FaceTime my best friend to say how stupid this guy is. Like, if I ever wanted to punch somebody, it would be Chris. He's an awful person. Like, not just the fact that he cheated, but his personality is fucking trash. Like, it is so upsetting. But right now, I think things are about to get a little bit more spicier, hopefully. I don't want to get like spoily details, but so far, the only reason why I continue to read this is because of the drama. I just love it. It's just like a little soap opera. It's just drama, drama, drama. But I'll give you another update when I have one. So I finished Intercepted. It's almost midnight. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. This section, this whole last bit, there was like a plot change or a twist, and then a personality change in Gavin, who's the main love interest, and so negative. So I don't know what just happened. Like, you expect me to continue to like Gavin after this character personality change, and then you want to try to end happy? I'm too tired to understand my thoughts because I don't know what I'm gonna rate it, because I've enjoyed the drama aspect and I liked Gavin because he was supposed to be the good guy, the understanding type. And then you get the last part of the section of the book. I'm gonna cry because I'm so... I don't... My words. I'm gonna just go to sleep and talk to you in the morning. Okay, good morning. Let me... I still don't know what I'm feeling about this book. Simply because this... I'll tell you what I liked. Right? Let me just get settled. The drama appeal was there because it was just back to back to back. And I was like, I like this because it's entertaining to watch. It's like watching a soap opera or like a episode of some shit that will happen on like the CW, right? Like that type of drama. It just constantly happens. I do not like Chris, the character. He is awful. I don't like the little girl group of mean girls. They are horrible, especially the President Courtney. I liked Marley and her relationships with her actual friends. I liked the relationship that was going to be forming with Gavin and Marley's dad, because that was cute. I liked Gavin. I liked Gavin a lot because he would stand up for her, and when she was like, I could fight my own battles, he was like, okay. And he took a step back until like some people got out of pocket. But when he noticed he messed up, he immediately apologized. He was supposed to be like, she said, knight in shining armor and sweatpants or some shit like that, right? Somewhere along the way, we get to the last section of the book, and there's like this whole drastic, out of left field, Gavin changes whole personality that makes him look manipulative and stupid. Because I was like, who the fuck are you? You're not who I signed up for. And that actually threw me out of the book. Like, once that switch happened, if you want to know, it happens like not even this far, like this far into the book, I immediately was like, I don't even care about him anymore, which means I didn't really care about any characters after this book ended. And I was stuck on, what am I gonna rate this? Because this was entertaining to read the drama for. Hated hashtags. I hated the fact that sometimes she'll address the audience. And I hate to say it, I think this is gonna be like a 2.5. I had an earlier clip, somehow got deleted, where I was like excited because I was enjoying this book and I was gonna give it like a 3.5 star, but the ending threw me off guard so bad, and I'm not here for it. So I'm hoping in the next book, Blitz, it would be okay. Let me actually go get that real quick. Let me go get that. But 2.5. Let me go get Blitz. Okay, so I had to change how the setup was because the camera ended up falling off my bed. But so Blitz. I just read the back of the book. Turns out we're following around other characters. This is Brian. I don't actually know how to pronounce their name. But she is a friend of Marley who ended up helping Marley get a job in marketing. And I flipped through the book. I don't see any hashtags, and I was afraid because what if she did use hashtags? But I was like, hopefully not, because hashtags seem like a personality differential, right? I do have this in audiobook form, and I'm going inside the office today, so I have to get ready anyway. But I think I'm going to listen to the audiobook. If this book ends up becoming a 2-star as well, I will be DNFing this series because there's so many books that I want to read that I don't want to continue reading 2-star books. So that's what I'll be doing. I'll give you an update when I have one. Okay, so I just got home from work. My hair looks bad, but I've listened to an hour or two, like almost 2 hours of Blitz. I don't really care about the characters. Does that mean? Maybe, but they're so boring. Like, I'm bored. Like, I don't care. Like, I don't care. I do like the fact that there's no hashtags. I like that. But Maxwell, he is the quiet, reserved type. Even though he's a football player, he doesn't like being in the spotlight. He likes to sit back and like people watch. But he has a crush on Bren. She has a personality. I don't know how to form my thoughts, but yeah, I'm trying to understand. I think what I'm gonna do is, because I tabbed like a little thing right here earlier this morning, because it's a red flag. It's a no-no. It's like, boy, calm down. So I think what I'm going to do, because there's so much drama in the last book that I read, that there's so many red flags. So I think what I'm going to do with this book is find all the red flags. I don't like, yeah, but I'm going to the gym in like 15 minutes. So I'm going to continue to listen to the audiobook to see if it gets better. That's where I'm at in my life. So I'll talk to you when I get back home. I'll probably have a dog with me because I'm dog sitting my friend's dog. So yes. Okay, so it's like a day later. It's Saturday morning. I know I look a hot mess. I'm not tripping. I just plan on finishing Blitz. I'm an hour and so away from finishing the book. And be honest, I'm just bored. And I don't know if it's the book's fault or if it's like listening to the audiobook. But I feel like everyone's boring. There's nothing exciting happening. And even like the stuff that's supposed to be exciting, I'm not even caring. Like, I don't think these two people have chemistry together despite this sex scene that just happened. Maxwell is supposed to be this football player who is the shy, reserved type, and he has a crush on Bryn, but there's like a lot of miscommunication happening. As much as I like the fact that she's a girl boss, she has her own bar, she's here for the ladies, and she like helps out anybody who wants to be successful. There's no communication, and she just assumes all this negative, not like negative, but like she assumes things about Maxwell. And they're going on these cute dates, but I also just don't care. I don't care. I do think most of this book is taken up by, I can't speak right now because it's too early, but like the girl group here, it's mostly them. 90% of this, not 90, but like 75% of this book is just the girl group, and I didn't, who asked, you know? But yeah, so I'm gonna finish this book. 2 days ago, when I was going to gym or whatever, that night I ended up getting a Switch, and now I'm addicted to Animal Crossing. And I got a new plushie. So I think what I'm gonna do is continue playing Animal Crossing, listen to the audiobook, call it a day. We are at a point in the book where it's not a plot twist, but it's like an event that's happening that's gonna stir up the rest of the book. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Here's what I do like. I do think both of these characters, she's relatable as shit. But sometimes it's like so obviously relatable, it's like pretentious. Is that weird? I feel like I'm just shitting on the book, but I don't want to. I like the fact that she likes Park and Recs. They're talking about like 7-Eleven. They go on like these little cute, like an art museum date, like all these little cute dates. They went to go see Hamilton. Him, A+, because he started talking about Baymax from Big Hero 6, and I love that movie so much. I do think it's an underrated movie if you have not seen it. But yes, I'm gonna finish the book and then I'll give you my thoughts afterwards. So it's a little bit later because I ended up playing Animal Crossing with my friend. My island is looking like a garage sale because I ain't got no storage, but my house comes tomorrow, so I'm excited. During that time, I have finished Blitz. Now listen, I bought these 2 books with my own money, thinking these were gonna be good. I don't know what it is with the endings of these books, but they piss me off a lot. So a lot of drama happens towards the end, and this book was not a drama-filled book. And nothing gets resolved or like questioned, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I'm giving this book a 1 star. It makes me sad. It makes me so sad. Because I thought I was gonna like both these books because I do like sports romance books. But this was the first book. It was a 2 star, and this is the 3rd book in the series, and this is a 1 star. So based off of this, I'm DNFing the series as a whole because no, I'm not gonna waste my time reading 2 more books. But let me tell you what happens. Okay, this is a trigger warning because we get these 2 characters who are supposed to be in love with each other, are in like with each other. Bryn hears some news from one of his relatives, Maxwell's relatives, that he doesn't like. The news is Maxwell had it's allegations of either raping or sexual assaulting somebody. Bryn doesn't go to Maxwell and talk to him about it. She immediately breaks up with him and accuses him of stuff. And she's like, well, if I don't believe his brother, who's trash anyway, then how do I feel about the victim, right? How does that make her feel? Like, I don't know how to word it, but basically, the girl who was sexually harassed and or raped, like, you have to believe her side. But she doesn't know the girl's side because she doesn't know who the girl is. So she's not even doing research on it. You know what I'm saying? So she's doing the bare minimum of anything. It's like his brother was a clickbait story. She read the title and she was like, oh, he's gotta go. I was like, no. And then when she finally figured out, oh, I've been swindled or whatever, she goes up to Maxwell, starts crying, and he's like, I'm sorry. What are you sorry for, sir? You didn't do anything wrong. And then they get back together and then oh God, I hate it. I hated it. I hated it. But it's a 1-star book. And yeah, I need someone to recommend me a good romance. And if it's a sports romance, thank you. Because these 2 books, it's a no-go area. I'm kind of sad because I was hoping for the best. But I'll see you in my next video. Hopefully it's a better one. Hopefully it's a book. I'm looking for a 5-star book, honestly. I'm just looking for a 5-star. But like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.